What if the best source of protein in your diet wasn't a steak, a chicken breast, or even a protein shake? For decades, we've been told that meat is the gold standard for building muscle and getting enough protein. But modern nutrition science paints a much bigger picture. Some of the world's most protein-rich foods don't come from animals at all. They grow in fields, forests, rivers, and even microscopic algae that most people have never heard of. Many of these foods have fueled civilizations for thousands of years. Others are so nutrient-dense that scientists have studied them for use in space exploration. Together, they prove that when it comes to protein, plants can compete with, and sometimes outperform, traditional animal foods. Today, we're counting down 7 incredible plant foods that contain as much, or even more, protein than meat, while offering an impressive range of vitamins, minerals, fiber, and other health benefits. Before we begin, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Every week, we explore science-backed nutrition, fascinating foods, and practical ways to live healthier, so you won't want to miss what's coming next. Now, let's get started. Number 7. Lentils. Some foods become popular because they're trendy. Others earn their reputation by feeding humanity for thousands of years. Lentils belong firmly in the second category. Archaeologists have discovered evidence of lentil cultivation dating back more than 10,000 years, making them one of the oldest domesticated crops in human history. From the Middle East to the Mediterranean and South Asia, entire civilizations relied on these tiny legumes long before supermarkets or protein powders existed. And it's easy to understand why. Just 1 cup of cooked lentils provides around 18 grams of protein, roughly the same as a serving of ground beef. But unlike meat, lentils also deliver generous amounts of fiber, folate, iron, manganese, and slow-digesting carbohydrates that provide steady energy instead of rapid spikes in blood sugar. Modern research continues to support what ancient cultures already understood. Studies consistently link regular lentil consumption with improved heart health, healthier cholesterol levels, better blood sugar control, and a more balanced digestive system thanks to their exceptionally high fiber content. Lentils are also remarkably practical. Unlike many dried beans, they don't require overnight soaking. Most varieties cook in less than 30 minutes, with red lentils becoming tender in as little as 15. They work beautifully in soups, stews, curries, salads, grain bowls, and even blended into creamy sauces. Perhaps their greatest advantage is accessibility. They're affordable, easy to store, and available almost everywhere, making them one of the most budget-friendly sources of high-quality plant protein. Sometimes, the most powerful superfoods aren't exotic at all. Sometimes they've simply been sitting quietly in our kitchens for thousands of years. Number 6. Chlorella. Our next protein source is so unusual that most people wouldn't even recognize it as food. It's called chlorella, a microscopic green freshwater algae that may be one of the most nutrient-dense foods ever studied. By dry weight, chlorella is made up of roughly 50 to 60% protein, nearly double the protein concentration found in beef. Even more impressive, it contains all 9 essential amino acids, making it a complete protein despite being a single-celled organism. That extraordinary nutritional profile caught the attention of scientists decades ago. Both NASA and other research organizations have explored chlorella as a potential food source for long-duration space missions. When every gram of food matters, nutrient density becomes incredibly important, and chlorella delivers an exceptional amount of protein, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants in a remarkably small serving. But protein is only part of the story. Research suggests chlorella may help support immune function, promote healthy cholesterol levels, and provide antioxidant compounds that protect cells from oxidative stress. Scientists have also studied a unique substance known as chlorella growth factor, which may play a role in cellular repair and overall health. Despite these benefits, chlorella remains surprisingly easy to use. It's commonly sold as tablets or as a fine green powder that blends into smoothies, juices, yogurt, or energy bites. While its earthy flavor isn't for everyone, only a small serving is needed to add a significant nutritional boost. For many years, Algae simply didn't sound like something people wanted to eat. But science has gradually changed that perception. Sometimes the future of nutrition doesn't grow on farms. Sometimes it's so small you can only see it under a microscope. Number 5. Hemp seeds. At first glance, they don't look particularly impressive. Just a handful of tiny seeds. But hemp seeds are among the most protein-rich foods you can add to your diet. 3 tablespoons provide around 10 grams of complete protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair muscle. Gram for gram, they're more protein-dense than many popular cuts of meat. And that's only the beginning. Hemp seeds are naturally rich in omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, in a ratio that supports heart health, while also supplying magnesium, iron, zinc, and vitamin E. Unlike many plant proteins, they're highly digestible, allowing your body to absorb and use a large percentage of the nutrients they contain. Modern research continues to highlight their potential benefits, linking hemp protein with muscle recovery, cardiovascular health, and reduced inflammation. Despite their recent popularity, hemp seeds are anything but new. They've been cultivated across Asia and Europe for thousands of years, serving as an important source of food, fiber, and oil. Entire communities relied on hemp long before modern agriculture made animal protein widely available. For years, however, hemp suffered from a case of mistaken identity. Because it belongs to the same botanical family as marijuana, many people assumed hemp seeds had psychoactive effects. They don't. Commercial hemp contains only trace amounts of THC, far too little to produce any intoxicating effect. What it does provide is one of the most complete nutritional packages found in any seed. The best part? They're incredibly easy to use. Sprinkle them over oatmeal, yogurt, salads, roasted vegetables, or blend them into smoothies. Their mild, nutty flavor complements almost anything without overpowering it. Sometimes the world's most powerful superfoods don't need complicated recipes. They just need a spoon. Number 4. Nutritional yeast. If someone told you a type of yeast could taste surprisingly similar to cheese while delivering a generous dose of complete protein, you might be skeptical. But that's exactly what makes nutritional yeast so unique. Unlike baking yeast, nutritional yeast is inactive, meaning it won't make bread rise. Instead, it's carefully grown, dried, and processed into golden flakes with a rich, savory flavor that's often described as cheesy, nutty, and deeply satisfying. Just 2 tablespoons provide around 8 grams of complete protein, making it one of the easiest ways to boost protein intake without adding meat. Its nutritional value goes far beyond protein. Most fortified varieties are packed with vitamin B12, one of the nutrients people following plant-based diets often struggle to obtain. It also supplies B vitamins, zinc, selenium, and fiber, all of which support energy production, immune health, and normal nervous system function. Research has also focused on its natural beta-glucans, special compounds that may help strengthen immune function and support healthy cholesterol levels. But perhaps nutritional yeast's biggest advantage is its versatility. It can be sprinkled over popcorn, stirred into soups, blended into creamy sauces, mixed with mashed potatoes, or used as a dairy-free topping for pasta and roasted vegetables. It melts seamlessly into recipes, while adding a rich umami flavor that many people instantly love. For decades, nutritional yeast remains something of a niche ingredient, found mostly in health food stores. Today, it's become a staple in kitchens around the world, not because it's trendy, but because it offers a rare combination of great taste, impressive nutrition, and remarkable convenience. Sometimes the simplest way to eat more protein is to season your food a little differently. Number 3. Spirulina. If protein were measured by efficiency alone, very few foods could compete with our next entry. Meet spirulina, a blue-green algae so nutrient-dense that scientists have spent decades studying its potential as a sustainable food for the future. By dry weight, spirulina is made up of roughly 60 to 70% protein. For comparison, beef is about 26% protein, while chicken averages around 30%. Gram for gram, spirulina contains nearly twice as much protein as many traditional animal foods. Even better, it's a complete protein, supplying all 9 essential amino acids your body can't produce on its own. But protein is only part of what makes spirulina remarkable. It's also naturally rich in iron, B vitamins, and powerful antioxidants, including phycocyanin, the pigment responsible for its deep blue-green color. Research suggests these compounds may help support immune function, reduce inflammation, and promote healthy cholesterol and blood sugar levels. No wonder it caught the attention of scientists. Because spirulina grows rapidly, while requiring very little land or water, organizations including NASA have studied it as a potential food source for long-duration space missions. When every ounce of food matters, few options provide as much nutrition in such a compact package. Despite its impressive benefits, spirulina isn't something most people eat by the spoonful. Its earthy, ocean-like flavor is quite strong, so it's typically blended into smoothies, mixed into juices, or added to protein balls and nutrition bars. Fortunately, only a small amount is needed to make a meaningful nutritional contribution. Although spirulina may seem like a modern superfood, people have been harvesting it for centuries. Communities around Lake Chad in Africa and the Aztecs in Central America both collected naturally growing spirulina as an important source of nourishment long before laboratories ever analyzed its nutritional value. Sometimes the foods of the future turn out to be foods we've known about all along. Number 2. Seitan. If your goal is pure plant-based protein, it's hard to ignore the next food on our list. Seitan is often called the closest plant-based alternative to meat, not because it's designed to imitate meat, but because of its incredible texture and exceptionally high protein content. Made from vital wheat gluten, seitan contains about 21 grams of protein in just a 3-ounce serving, putting it in the same league as many servings of beef or chicken. Its firm, chewy texture is one of the reasons it's become so popular. Whether it's grilled, roasted, stir-fried, sliced into sandwiches, or added to stews, seitan absorbs marinades beautifully while holding its shape during cooking. That versatility has made it a favorite among chefs and home cooks alike. But this isn't a new invention. Seitan has been prepared in East Asia for well over 1,500 years. Buddhist monks developed it as a nourishing source of protein during periods when meat was avoided, gradually refining techniques that are still used today. From a nutritional standpoint, seitan offers an impressive amount of protein with very little saturated fat. For people looking to increase protein intake while reducing meat consumption, it provides an excellent option. There is, however, one important limitation. Because it's made almost entirely from wheat gluten, seitan isn't suitable for people with celiac disease or gluten intolerance. For everyone else, though, it remains one of the most protein-dense plant foods available. For years, seitan remained relatively unknown outside Asian cuisine. Today, that's changing. As more people discover its nutritional value and remarkable versatility, this centuries-old food is finally receiving the attention it has quietly deserved for generations. Sometimes, the strongest protein source isn't something new. It's something ancient that's finally being rediscovered. Number 1. Sacha Inchi seeds. Hidden deep within the Amazon rainforest, grows a plant that many nutrition experts believe could become one of the next great superfoods. They're called Sacha Inchi seeds, sometimes nicknamed Inca peanuts, although they aren't peanuts at all. These star-shaped seeds have been cultivated by indigenous communities in Peru for centuries, providing a dependable source of both protein and healthy fats long before modern nutrition science recognized their value. A single ounce delivers roughly 9 grams of complete protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids. But what truly sets Sacha Inchi apart is its remarkable nutritional balance. Alongside its impressive protein content, it's exceptionally rich in omega-3 fatty acids, nutrients that support heart health, brain function, and healthy inflammation levels. Few plant foods combine high-quality protein and healthy fats so effectively in one package. Modern studies suggest Sacha Inchi protein is highly digestible, while its healthy fat profile may contribute to improved cardiovascular health and reduced inflammation. Yet despite these benefits, much of the world had never heard of it until recently. For generations, the plant remained largely confined to remote regions of the Amazon, where local communities roasted the seeds, pressed them into oil, and relied on them as an everyday source of nourishment. As global interest in plant-based nutrition has grown, researchers and food companies have begun paying much closer attention. Many now consider Sacha Inchi one of the most promising emerging protein crops. because it combines excellent nutrition with relatively sustainable cultivation. Today, the seeds are enjoyed roasted as a snack, blended into granola, added to trail mixes, or pressed into a mild, nutty oil used in salads and cold dishes. Sometimes the world's next great superfood isn't newly invented. It's simply an ancient food that's finally reaching the rest of the world. For years, protein has been almost synonymous with meat. But these remarkable foods tell a different story. From ancient staples like lentils to cutting-edge nutrition sources like chlorella and spirulina, these plants prove that high-quality protein can come from some surprisingly unexpected places. Many also provide fiber, healthy fats, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that animal proteins simply don't offer. The takeaway is simple. Building a high-protein diet isn't just about eating more meat. It's about choosing foods that deliver the greatest overall nutritional value. If you enjoyed today's countdown, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next science-backed nutrition story. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Which of these 7 plant proteins surprised you the most, and which one would you be willing to try first? Leave your answer in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.